Welcome everybody to our show. This is Custom Fab Garage on our channel Octane TV on YouTube. Make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and on top of that, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can get all the new content that comes out weekly and even every day.
Next vehicle up we'll be doing is this SRT Hellcat charger. Gonna be doing some new audio throughout the whole vehicle. This does come equipped with the Alpine factory system, so that will make a big difference.
So this is the 3.5 that's in the dash of a Hellcat charger. There's one also on the opposite side which we've removed, and this particular model is the Alpine model, does not have the third one in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this screw and this screw out, and the way you're going to do that is with this little right hand screwdriver right there. Just ratchet it right out like that. But first, before you do that, what you'll want to do is take off the A-pillar on both sides, which is this guy right here. Behind it, you'll see a clip here, and a clip here. And the way that this bad boy right here comes out, so this is up in here, and you'll want to kind of pull like this. And what will happen is this black piece right here is down into this trench right here, this metal piece right here. So when it's down there, what you'll want to do is you want to click this little part right here with your fingernail and push that in right there with your fingernail. Push that, and then this will slide up through. It might get caught in the hole again, so you'll have to push it down with your fingernail, and then pulls out. It's kind of like a safety retainer clip, and then this bad boy pulls out and stays onto here. These two right here clip in. So that's how this A-pillar will come out. It's actually pretty easy. The hardest part is when you yank on it, it feels like it's gonna break, so you gotta be super careful. I wouldn't just jerk on it. I would just kind of pull and pull a little more gradual, and then you'll feel it pop. And then push right here on this, and this will slide up, and you'll probably have to push it again here, and then this black piece will come out. The next step is you're gonna pull the dash off. And the way that we did that was we took our our plastic pry tool and just pried up like this all the way. And I'm going to show you the clips right now, all the clips that run across, and then this plastic piece comes up, and I'm going to show you that right now. This is the plastic dash piece that you're going to pull out. The good thing is it doesn't have the potentiometer built in. So this is what it looks like on the back side. Here are all the clips. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then also these pull tabs. So see these pull tabs right here, you're gonna have to pull out like this. And they have, you know, I think that there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 of them. So you're gonna have to kind of just pull it back like this. So it's not easy to get out. I ended up having to like pull harder up here. It didn't seem like one of these clips was out. And then once I got that up, I've got it to pull back. So it isn't easy, but it isn't hard either. But the A-pillars sit down on these grooves right here, so you can't get this out without pulling the A-pillars out. Once you remove the speaker here, this is your actual speaker. Sorry about this. This is your actual speaker terminal. What you'll want to do is you'll just push down on this guy right here, and it will unclip out. And I'm going to show you the speaker harness adapters that we make that will just plug and play right into here, and then screw back right into that. Those 2 holes right there, 1 and 2, and then plug right into here. This is the factory speaker right here. It's not the worst speaker I've ever seen. This is what you're going to unplug from right here, is this. And it doesn't say the impedance on it. It just says a model number and everything. It's a super cheap speaker, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It has a decent sized magnet on it for a 3.5. And then these are the adapters that we're going to use. These are an XS-72-7902. We'll put every affiliate link that we have down in the description below of the video, where you can just click on it, buy it, ship it from Amazon right to your house. And these will plug and play. This will plug right into your speaker harness lead into the vehicle, and this will plug into your new aftermarket speaker right there. Makes it super simple, and you don't have to cut or splice anything. I would highly recommend buying these. They're literally like 10 to 15 bucks. These are the speakers we're going to be using today. These are the JBL Club 3020s. These are really nice 3.5. Does have a Mylar capacitor for the tweeter. Basically will connect the speaker adapter right here, positive and negative. Same way with the other one. Now, one thing that we're going to do is we're going to connect these BB-35 recoils. They also make these by Pack Audio. They're a capacitor for the actual 3.5. That's why you'll see 3.5 inch speaker. I'm going to put that in line right here with the positive right here. Just wire that capacitor right here for the 3.5, just to protect these speakers from blowing. I do not, this is on an Alpine system. I do not want these to start fluttering and then blow. So kind of give you a little comparison of here's your stock speaker and here's the aftermarket. So just a cheap stock speaker and then your JBL. Just a much better speaker. I mean, just the rubber surround alone in tweeter just blows these paper cone junkies right out of the water. All right, so we've got everything wired up, and then we got our capacitor on the positive wire, which is the white wire here, and we're gonna go ahead and install them in the car. We got them installed in here on both sides, and now we just gotta get the screws in and put the plastic piece back on.